Alright, so let's move on to the applications of integration. So every time when you see one questions, you're given the differential equations. So dn on dt, for example, here, it must be an integration type of question and with the application. So what you have to do all throughout will be integrations. Okay, so just be aware of the units, like the n in million time is for hours, and the bigger T where the numbers of bacteria is zeroed, and then you will given the n and the respective T values. That is for finding C. Okay, after we're doing some integration. All right. So firstly, we want to find out the equations relating n and t. So very easy. We do the integrations. So integrate the whole functions with respect to t. All right. So you can see that from here, every time will be the same. We have to do some differentiation with substitutions first. Okay, because the integrations is on dt, but we have 2t plus 1. So first step, once again, let u be 2t plus 1. And then secondly, differentiate it. So we've got du equals to 2 dt. And then what we want is dt. Okay, so no other unknowns here, so we don't have to do other stuff or substitutions. So we got these two things. We try to substitute it back into that integrations. So put u to be 2t plus 1, so that's become u to the power negative 0.3, and then dt, replacing it with the u over 2. Okay, so we got a very general integrations rules. Okay, so here we simplified it, putting the 2 out and constant out, and we have integration of u to the power negative 0.3 du. Okay, so this one is easy. Okay, so what we do is taking the constant the power 1 over the power plus 1, and then u the power plus 1, of course adding c at the end. Okay, so do the simplifications using the calculators, type it in or something. We got negative 0.4 u to the power 0.7 plus c. Okay, so we are mostly finished. Okay, but we have to replace the u back in the extractions we have later. Okay, so n will be equals to negative 0.4, and put it back with 2t plus 1 power 0.7 plus c. And then this time we have to find out the c, okay, because this one is a definite integrations. Okay, so we are given n equals to 8 when t equals 0, so we put it back, and then we got this relation and finding the c to be should be here 8 from 4. Okay, so 8 from 4. All right, so at the end we'll write the final equation. So n will be equals to negative 0.4 times 2t plus 1 to the power 0.7, adding 8.4. Okay, so this is the whole process, and this is very general and common questions in integrations or of its applications. Okay, so B part will be simply some solving of equations, substituting of values. Okay, so we are asked to find T when the number of bacteria is 0. So we substitute n to be 0, okay, and put in the equations. So by solving these equations, sometimes it's somehow a bit complicated, but we can solve it one by one carefully. Okay, so putting on the constant to the left hand side, and then we got 2t plus 1 to the power 0.7, not to be threatened by the power 0.7, because when we want to change it back, what we have to do is we're taking the power 1 over it. Okay, so which is 1 over taking the power of 1 over 0.7. Okay, so put it back into the power of 1. Okay, so taking two sides with the power 1 over 0.7, just like when we are having square, we take the square root. When we had the cubic, we take the cubic root. Okay, so what we have to do is do some equation editing, and at the end t will be equals to 38. Okay, just be aware of the accuracy we request to. So here is the nearest integer. Okay, so the main part will be the first A part, okay, doing the integration. So the integration is quite general and all the way the same. We are doing substitutions, okay. First step, letting u to be the extractions, differentiate it, and then substitute it back, and then you will see a general integration combinations. And what we have to do is using the integration rules, take it back, finding out the new expressions, and then substitute what we have, letting the expressions back in to the unknowns, okay, and find a C, of course, okay. All right, so try it out more.